Hey guys, welcome. I'm so excited to be here and talk about the AromaTouch technique. It's one of my favorite things. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy these virtual classes. We have so many new members in our group. Thank you guys so much for being here. For those that are new, welcome. I'm Dr. Ricci. I'm a certified women's health and functional nutrition coach, a doctor of physical therapy. I am certified in AromaTouch Technique, guys, woo-woo. And I am an essential oil educator and leader with doTERRA International. I'm so glad that you joined me. The fun thing about these virtual classes is you guys get to watch with your cup of tea, your detox tea, in your jammies and slippers if you want. So let's all take a cheers and a drink, and we will get ready to go. The handout for this class is up in our group. So you can scroll through in our group and find that there, snag that. You can download that. That's actually what I am teaching off of. So you can have that, print that out, take notes. That is yours to keep. Can be very, very helpful to have on hand. And also, if you have the Essential Life book, this is our essential oil Bible. I love this book. I gift it to my new essential oilers. And in this book, if you turn to it's page 14 here, it also is a great reference for the AromaTouch technique. So definitely check that out. It's very, very handy. In this book, they call it the Oil Touch technique, but it's the same thing as the AromaTouch technique. So you can use that. It has great pictures and more information if you want to learn more about how to do this technique. Also in this book, on the back, on page 432, there is stuff all about reflexology. So you'll notice that part of the AromaTouch technique, we actually apply the oils to the bottoms of the feet. And if you check out the reflexology charts for the bottoms of the feet, you can actually see it's pretty amazing how the oils applied to different areas can affect the whole body. So that's a great handout. There are also other reflexology guides that you could use. So you could look on Google or online or different areas. I think there is a reflexology guide on AromaTools. So just little resources and things to kind of help you out along your essential oil journey, to have that there. And I wanted to talk to you guys first of all about the setup, how you actually transform your home into a spa. So it would be recommended to get a massage table, which is really, really helpful. So we will take a trip into my living room here and take a look at our massage table. So this, you can actually get a massage table for around like $150 on Amazon. And I have a link that I put up in the group, but it's bit.ly/allswell-that-oilswell. And you can see all the supplies that I recommend. But we have a table. I actually have a heated blanket under here that just makes it more comfortable for people. I got these really nice kind of satin sheets, again from Amazon. They're really great. And there's even some little covers here. So let me show you guys these. These are Earth Life headrest covers. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, good. My tech team here is letting me know that you guys can see these. So you can actually buy a big package. These just make it a little bit easier if you have makeup or anything, just kind of to easily protect that. There's even a cover for the headrest here that goes on. So these are kind of the basics. My massage table actually came with a little bolster here that makes it more comfortable to put the bottoms of the feet over. So that's another nice option to have. And I would highly recommend it. If you don't, do the best you can. You can do it on a bed, but just for ergonomics and comfort for you, comfort for the person that you're doing the AromaTouch technique on, getting a table is a must. So I have links there for my favorite things and all of the stuff to do the setup there. So for those of you guys, if you're completely new to essential oils, let's talk a little bit about what essential oils are. So they are actually just extracts from the plant. They are natural. They come from the different parts of the plant, and they could be steam distilled or cold pressed to be extracted. So I like to think of it as the immune system of the plant. So the things that protect the plant also can help us. Plants are carbon-based, we are carbon-based, and the essential oils are really amazing because they work at a cellular level. Well, what does that mean? Sometimes germs and bugs and different viruses and things, they can actually get inside our cells, and antibiotics don't necessarily do that, but we can apply the oils and use them, and they can actually work at the cellular level to help us. So the AromaTouch technique is pretty amazing and can help support the body in so many different ways. The oils are very, very concentrated. They're 50 50 to 70 times more powerful and potent than herbs, which is pretty amazing. So as an example, 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you're getting a really big bang for your buck. They're very, very powerful. They are safe. They don't have side effects with that. And it's a natural way to support us and our health, which is really great. And essential oils aren't new. They have been used for centuries. Many ancient cultures have used essential oils. The Bible references essential oils in many places. And I love that they're natural. So they're a natural remedy that we can use to empower ourselves in our home, which is pretty amazing. So I do want to preface that for this class, I'm going to be talking about doTERRA's essential oils. They are the essential oils that I know, love, and trust. They are certified pure therapeutic grade. They are safe for aromatic use in our diffusers or inhaling them, topical use, how we're actually going to be applying the oils for this. We're going to apply them topically on the back, and also internal. Some of doTERRA's oils are safe for internal use. So with the AromaTouch technique, when we're talking about therapeutic medicinal value, that's what I mean by doTERRA oils. Please don't be confused. I would not recommend you going to the grocery store and buying oils at Walmart or Bed Bath & Beyond or even the health food store, because a lot of those oils are adulterated. They have fillers, they have chemicals, they have nasty things in there. And a lot of them, if you read the label, it will say not for internal or topical use. And that is a little scary. So you don't want to be using oils that you can't put on your skin, or if it's appropriate, take internally. So please keep that in mind, because the benefits that we're talking about need to be done with a therapeutic oil. That's really, really, really important. And that's the big difference with this. So what is an AromaTouch technique? Well, doTERRA's AromaTouch technique, it's a clinical approach to applying our beautiful essential oils along different energy meridians and different visceral contact points of the back and the feet. So it actually can help to support our organs and support our body. And this helps to actually balance our sympathetic and our parasympathetic nervous system, which is really, really, really amazing. So Dr. David Hill, he actually developed this technique. He is a leading expert in integrative medicine and therapeutic applications of essential oils. So this was created by him. And the AromaTouch technique improves well-being by reducing physical and emotional stressors. We could all use a little bit of that in our lives, right? And also supporting healthy autonomic functioning. So how our digestive system is working, how are we breathing, how's our heart working, all of these things that aren't necessarily voluntary, but really, really important, tuning into that parasympathetic nervous system, which is really great. So this technique is really awesome. It's simple, it's very intuitive, it uses our beautiful essential oils to really help the person that you're giving this to really ground them and experience some amazing health benefits. It's so, so awesome. So the AromaTouch procedure is actually 4 different steps, and we're gonna kind of go through those, and you guys can see these together. And as I'm talking about this a little bit, I will have my handsome husband here. He's gonna take his position here and get all ready to go, and then we're gonna start the AromaTouch technique on him, but I'll mention this while he's getting ready. It's a family affair here, so I have my brother-in-law, Andrew. He's the tech guy. He's helping us out. That's why this is so fancy, because seriously, guys, without him, I would just have somebody randomly following me around with my phone, and it would not be a good streaming experience for you. So let's all give Andrew a big hand. You can also give us likes and hearts. That lets us know that you're enjoying this, that you're finding this information helpful. Let's all give Andrew lots of likes and hearts for all of this. We should give my sweet husband some likes and hearts for being the guinea pig here. He quickly volunteered when I said I needed a volunteer to do this. He was very excited. And then my sweet sister-in-law, Allie, she is here. She is also helping behind the scenes. My Vanna White, my go-to, and she's also going to be watching. So if you guys have questions, we can relay those too, and I'd be happy to answer the questions as best I can while we do this. It's really exciting. So the AromaTouch technique includes those 4 steps that we're going to go through, and this is really to help minimize systemic stressors to our autonomic nervous system and help to bring balance with that. So each step that we do includes 2 specific essential oils, and they're really formulated to support healthy emotional and physical balance and functioning and well-being in our body, which is really amazing. The technique it takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to do this. So we're gonna try to be quick and get through everything, but also show you guys how to do it as well. And there's different applications you'll see that we use the oils in different ways for this. So actually what we do is I'm gonna go and step over there and we will get started and kind of go through this and go through the oils and start showing you guys how to do an AromaTouch technique. Oh, look at him, he's so good, he's already here. Okay, so we are gonna get started with a couple oils, and the first oil that we're actually going to use is Balance. So before we get started too much though, so here we have a sheet, we have a blanket, we want our client, our person to be very, very comfortable here. And I actually have a warm blanket underneath so that it's nice and warm, because we are gonna pull this down, the whole back is exposed and people can get a little bit chilly. So that's just a little pro tip for you here. So we will pull this back and have this here. And what we're gonna do when you actually start in AromaTouch technique, we're actually gonna start with Balance oil. And I don't know if you guys can see this. Andrew says sort of. It's Balance. Does that help? Oh, good. Okay, yay. I'll have to remember to do this for you guys. So Balance is the grounding blend. It's pretty amazing, and it can be used for a lot of different things. So it helps with calmness. It helps with well-being. If you're feeling flighty, if you're feeling flustered. There's blue tansy in this oil. Blue tansy, y'all. So this is very similar to lavender. So this is really helping. The first two oils are going to help us with stress reduction. We could all use a little bit more of that in our life. So I'm going to apply the Balance, and you're going to apply about 5 drops or so. You know, if you get a little bit more, a little bit less, that's okay. And I go from the top down, and you just actually let the oils fall out. So I hold it about a 45-degree angle, drop, drop, drop down the spine, just like that. I wonder if you guys can actually see the oils on the spine. It balances kind of a blue color. Andrew says kind of, sort of. So what we're going to do, the AromaTouch technique is very, very light touch. It's very different than a regular massage. So just with the point, the end, the tips of your fingers here, we're going to apply very light pressure, and we're just gonna start to blend the oils in, and you go all the way to the top of the head. So the base of the sacrum, all the way up. And you can do this 2 or 3 times to wherever the oil is starting to really blend in and be fitted well over the spine. And then what we're going to do is make like a triangle with your hand. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And we're gonna put that kind of over the heart area, and we're gonna do 3 clockwise circles. This is making a connection with your client. Again, very, very light pressure. The goal of this is to almost bring goosebumps, like tingling, very light pressure to your client. And then after you do 3 clockwise circles, we're going to make a connection. So you're going to slide your hands down to the base of the sacrum here, and then right under the base of the skull. And you actually just hang out here for a little bit. And when you make a connection, you'll know it's kind of a freaky thing, but you and your client will take a deep breath at the same time. And you don't have to rush it. You can just wait for that connection, because we are making a connection to another human being here. Okay, so we made a connection. And the other thing is, you want to always try to keep your hand on the client at all times when you're doing this. That just lets them know where you are. And it's just kind of a nice safety thing. So I'm going to do the best I can with doing this as well, but always to kind of just keep a hand on them as you are doing the AromaTouch. So the next oil that we are going to be using is lavender. Hopefully you guys can see that maybe. I don't know, they'll let me know. So we've got lavender here. We're going to apply the lavender again. So drip, drip, drip down the spine. I got a little extra, but that's okay. A little extra for good luck. So again, fingertips, very, very light pressure. We're going up. So lavender is really great for stress reduction, guys. And you go all the way to the top of the crown of the head. So about 2 or 3 times. And this is really, really great for also adrenal support. So healthy cortisol levels, to help to create serotonin in the brain, that feel-good hormone. It is so amazing, very soothing. It's the all things calm oil. So we kind of get that going here. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to apply and kind of do different applications here where we actually go, again, very light touch, but I'm going to alternate my hands up the spine, up the shoulders, and up the head. Very, very light touch here. You do that 3 times. Side to side. How's this feeling, Mark? Again, very, very light touch all the way up. And then when we get to the top, so I'm going to keep a hand on him. I've got wires hanging off of me. I'm going to try not to trip over anything. This is how much we love you guys. Okay, so we're here on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Again, 3 times. Very, very light touch as we slide up the head. And normally I wouldn't be talking or explaining this, and I would have some nice spa music going on. Make a relaxing environment. Yep, go to bed. I think this is number 2. I should be like counting this instead of talking. If you do an extra one, guys, it's okay. It's gonna be fine. One for good luck, but again, very light touch all the way up. Hand on Mark. I'm going to come to the top, to the head here, and now we're going to go through the zones. There are 5 zones. So hand on each side of the spine, very light touch. We're going to come up and go all the way to the crown of the head. Very light touch here. So that's zone 1. Now we're going to go out just a little bit further. This is zone 2. Depending on the size of the person, you can do it very similar to zone 1. Usually between 2 or 3. We're going to go out around the shoulder blades. So we come a little bit further out and come around and back up to the crown of the head. Here's zone 4. A little bit further out around those shoulder blades, up the neck to the head. And then zone 5, furthest out. Just like that, very light touch. Now lavender's a little bit different, and you guys notice we didn't do that with balance. So we didn't do the different slides, we didn't do the zones. Now what we're going to do with lavender is we're actually going to rub the ears. This actually feels really good. So come to the base of the ear. Andrew's nodding. This feels really good, guys. You wouldn't think that rubbing the ears would feel good. So I'm just massaging the ears. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Kind of, sort of. And you go all the way up and then you just kind of follow it back down, and you're going to do that 3 times. Again, very light pressure, just massaging that earlobe all the way up and back down. You guys will have to let me know how you're doing this evening, where you're from, where you're watching this Facebook Live. Thanks for joining us. And then one more. So this is 3 times around the ear. And this was for stress reduction. So I'm going to put a hand on him again to let him know where I am. I'm going to come back around and we're going to add our Melaleuca. So Melaleuca is tea tree oil. It's a nice natural anti-disinfectant. This helps with immune support. So drip, drip, drip down the spine, couple drops there. I'm going to keep my hand on him. Going to spread that oil out. So it's really, really nice. It has a lot of different compounds and applications in Melaleuca. This really has a cleansing effect, which helps us with the AromaTouch technique. So 2 oils for stress, and then Melaleuca is going to help with immune support along with our next oil as well.
Judy Conrad Benjamin is watching from Colorado Springs.
Oh wow, Colorado.
Stephanie Gam is watching from Houston.
Oh, hey,
Excited
Steph.
to learn this technique. We will need my husband to watch the playback.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about the virtual class, right, guys? Get your spouses to watch so they can do it on you too. And then same thing, we're going to spread this out, very light touch. Do this 3 times. Put a hand on him. I'm going to walk around to the other side. Same thing, fanning, alternating hands all the way up, very light touch. And what's really amazing, guys, is it feels great when you're receiving it, but I'm getting the aromatic benefit of the oils while giving it. So I can smell it. It smells really great. So it's great for both people if you're receiving or giving an AromaTouch.
Julie Evans is watching from the UK.
Oh, Julie. Oh my gosh, what time is it in the UK? It's probably pretty late right now. Thanks for joining us. I love it. Okay.
Crystal Torres says she's in Odessa. So glad y'all are doing this, and we'll be watching playback.
Oh, yay. Thanks, Crystal.
And Priscilla Aguilar is watching from LA while knitting. So very calming.
Wow. Oh, I love it. So you can get your knit on, get your calm on while we get our zen on over here. So we just did both sides. Now we're going to do our zones. So either side of the back, pulling up. This is zone 1, all the way to the crown of the head. Zone 2. I even painted my nails hot pink for you guys, hoping that maybe it would make it easier to see my hands. Here's zone 3, around the shoulder blades and back.
And Julie Muzar is watching from Nova Scotia.
Oh, Canadian friends. I love it. Hi, Julie. Thanks for watching. This is so cool. We're international, guys. We got Canada, UK. What is happening? We're turning the world purple. This is really exciting. So we just did our 5 zones here. Keeping a hand on him to let him know where I am. And now we're gonna go to On Guard. We all love On Guard. Smells like Christmas, cleans like bleach. This is the protective blend. So when we're talking about strengthening the immune system and doing a little bit of immune support, Melaleuca and On Guard are amazing and fantastic. So we're gonna start to drop On Guard, just down the spine. Put this up here. Again, I'm keeping one hand on him so he knows where I am. Blending the oils in with that very, very light touch. So On Guard is really great. It has some cleansing properties as well. And it's just amazing. It's got wild orange, which is very cleansing. It's got clove, which is a nice antioxidant to support you. Cinnamon, which really helps with blood sugar support. And then now I'm gonna start the slides, alternating slides. We'll do this 3 times. It's got eucalyptus, which helps with respiratory support, and it also has rosemary, which helps with brain support. So we're getting a lot of support for the body here. And we can hold a lot of toxins and things in our spine, which is why the spine is a really great place to apply our oils and why we're doing that with our AromaTouch technique. So we did 3 on this side. I'm gonna slide over and go to the other side and do 3 of the slides, alternating hand slides on the other side. Very light touch again.
Stephanie Gam is asking, can you do this massage on children too?
Yes, Stephanie, you absolutely can do this on children. What you would do is do about 1 to 2 drops on a child, and you can dilute with fractionated coconut oil. So you could put the fractionated coconut oil down along the spine first and do a drop or 2, and then do that as well. And you would do fractionated coconut oil between every application, between each oil, to make sure that it's diluted. Or you could do the roller balls and have it diluted, so you could have the oils diluted already, and just roll that roller ball right along the spine here. Works perfectly too. So yeah, kids actually love this. It's so great, especially if you've got a little one that is feeling under the weather, or maybe they're having a meltdown. I don't know what number I'm on, guys. I started talking, but this is probably 3. So we'll go to the zones now. But yeah, kids, that's a great question. You can absolutely do this on kids and they love it. And human touch is a really powerful thing. So now we're gonna do our zones here. Zone number 1. But it's just amazing to make that connection, and then adding our beautiful oils to that just gives it another step. Zone 2. Zone 3, so around 2 or 3, depending on the person that you're working with. You can go around the shoulder blades. Zone 4. And zone 5. So there's our 5 zones. Now, On Guard is different. The 2 hot oils, On Guard and Deep Blue, means we're gonna do something a little bit different. So we're gonna do what's called a thumb walk. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Is my head blocking this? Oh, good, okay. So this is the only time in the AromaTouch technique that we actually apply more pressure. And you're gonna do kind of half circles and work your way up the spine. So we've also been told that it's kind of like making a question mark with your fingers. I like to kind of think of it as just a little half circle, or making like little C's, but you're just gonna work all the way up the spine. And again, you can see this, I'm giving some more pressure, about medium pressure here. And you're gonna go all the way up the head with our thumb walk to the crown of the head. And then we're gonna do that 3 times. And this feels pretty good, right, Mark? Mm-hmm. Thumb walk feels pretty good. So we're getting a lot of immune support here. And we work our way all the way up. And one more time. And you'll notice that I'm keeping a hand on him the whole time. Try not to break that connection as best you can. We're just on either side of the spine. So we're really kind of working along those paraspinal muscles, all the way up the neck, and then to the top of the head. So I'm going to put a hand on him. And so On Guard's a little bit different there. That's the thumb walk. Now we're going to go to AromaTouch. This is our massage blend. I actually feel like AromaTouch doesn't get enough credit. It's an oil that a lot of us are like, AromaTouch, but it's pretty amazing. It's really powerful. So here's what AromaTouch looks like. This is our massage blend oil. It's what this whole technique was named after us. We're gonna apply some here. I'm gonna start adding some in. Put this down here real quick. There we go, keeping a hand on him. And AromaTouch is really great for inflammation. So it has cypress, which is the oil of flow. Cypress really helps with swelling or edema. It's got peppermint, marjoram, basil, grapefruit, and lavender. So this is really, really great for promoting circulation. So say you need some support for varicose veins, you could use this. If you get a lot of swollen hands or swollen joints, you could put this in a lotion and it works really nicely. Grapefruit is great for water retention as well as basil. So it's kind of like a natural diuretic, if you will. So many great things with our AromaTouch, which is really amazing, and it smells amazing. You can take it with you. So I'm going to do the alternating hand slides now. You can take it with you when you go for your massage. I love to do that. My massage therapist will just put a drop on each limb. It smells great. It's really relaxing. You can put it in a bath. We're just going to go all the way up, and one more time here. Again, keeping that very, very light pressure. And this is a little bit awkward for some people in the beginning because we're so used to really pushing down with the massage. I don't know if you guys watch Friends, but Monica tries to give massages and she does them too aggressively. This is the complete opposite of that. Very, very light touch. And we'll do our alternating hand slides on this side. All great things for inflammation. And this is great to support you, especially if you're struggling with some really challenging health issues. All of these oils can just be really, really great and supportive to kind of help you. These are some powerful hitters, and you'll notice we're doing these undiluted. So I should have pointed out some of the oils that are hot, like On Guard. If it's feeling a little bit too intense, you can always use your fractionated coconut oil and dilute as needed. So let your person know, tell them, hey, if it gets hot, hey, we're using some On Guard, that may be a hotter oil, or things like AromaTouch that have peppermint in them. You can kind of just let them know. So now let's go and do our zones. So we'll do zone 1.
Crystal Torres is wondering, how much do you pay for an AromaTouch massage?
Oh, Crystal, that's a good question too. So again, in order to actually pay for one, you do have to be licensed to touch. So like a massage therapist, a licensed massage therapist. If you were doing this and you don't have a license to touch, like a physical therapist or massage therapist or something like that, you actually cannot charge for one. You could take a donation.
You can charge for the price of the oils.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. So you can charge for the price of the oils and you can take a donation. So it's around $10 for all of the oils and the supplies that we're kind of using with that. So that is good and kind of helpful too.
That's at least in Texas, right?
And that's in Texas. Well, yeah, for Texas, for the state of Texas while we're talking. So you'd have to kind of check with your state. I know I have seen AromaTouch Techniques done at the spa for around $75 to $90. That's here in Amarillo, Texas area. So I guess it just also kind of depends on your area. But that's a really good question. I would kind of check around and ask and see. But yeah, so that's the other thing. In order to charge for it, you got to be licensed to touch. So that's kind of a good thing to know. So now we're going to use our Deep Blue oil. Deep Blue is our soothing blend. So again, for things with inflammation and pain, you'll actually see this. I wonder if this comes across on Facebook Live, but it's got blue tansy, so the oil is actually blue and a little bit, and it's naturally blue, which is kind of cool. That is not an artificial color in there. So we're gonna apply our Deep Blue, and Deep Blue is really, really amazing for inflammation as well. So if you have sore muscles, joint pain. This is really, really great to help. It's got wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, blue tansy. It has German chamomile, helichrysum, and osmanthus. So helichrysum is really great. It helps to really support and restore like repair and regrowth of ligaments and tendons. It can be really, really supportive. So this is pretty amazing because like a lot of pharmacists will know and will kind of be aware of like camphor, wintergreen, and some of these things. It actually kind of smells like a nice, you know, upgraded Bengay or like a muscle rub, but it is a really great one to help with inflammation and pain. And again, this is a hotter oil, so warn your person if it's feeling a little bit too intense, dilute down. Or if you know you're working with somebody with sensitive skin, I would just put the fractionated coconut oil down and then put the oil down and do that as well. So we're gonna do our alternating hand slides on this side too. And we'll transition into this. We'll do this 3 times. We'll do our zones. And then remember, when you're doing a hot oil, that's when something changes. So we're gonna be doing the thumb walk with this. And I actually just took like the handout that you guys have in this group, and it is laminated, and I just keep it out. And if you're at home, you can just set it on your client's bumper or wherever you need to see what to do. And you can just use that as a reference. You don't have to have this memorized. Finish here, and then now let's do our zones. So zone 1, again, very light touch, going all the way to the top of the head. And guys, kids love this. Kids love an AromaTouch technique. One of my friends, she was doing an AromaTouch technique on her son, and he said, "When do we get to the thumb walk?" There's zone 3, zone 4, and zone 5. Again, gonna leave a hand on him, so we're keeping that connection, that touch there. And because it's a hot oil, something's changing, so we're gonna do a thumb walk 3 times. Again, giving about medium pressure, so it's gonna be a little bit more on either side of the spine. These half circles all the way up. And it smells really good. Like, you can really smell the oils. I'm getting a nice little aromatherapy as well, so I'm working on Mark. How you doing, Mark? Uh-huh. If I wasn't talking so much, you'd be asleep. Doing our thumb walk here. All the way up. And one more time.
Julie and Marianne Kirsch are praising Deep Blue and how much it's helping.
Oh yeah, isn't Deep Blue the best, guys? Oh my gosh, I love this oil. So true story, I was in the shower today and I have like a little mildew spray that I make with apple cider vinegar and oils, and I was spraying down my shower and the top fell and the whole container was like full. It was like 32 ounces, fell on my foot. And I said some choice words, and I got out of the shower and I put on some Deep Blue, and it really helped with my foot. Nothing is broken, but man, did that hurt. But yes, Deep Blue is amazing. So we're done with the applications on the back for now. So what I'm gonna do is actually cover him up all the way, because again, some of those oils have peppermint and they can be a little bit cold. So we're gonna cover him up with the blanket. I'm gonna pull this blanket up a little bit, kind of keep that connection as best I can. And we are actually going to move down to the feet. So I'm gonna kind of keep this connection, keep a connection with his legs here. And I have a little setup down here. And let's see here. I'm gonna bring this chair. We have wires everywhere. I'm gonna try to be careful. Okay. And kind of roll this up here. And again, if you wanted to, you can put this right here so you can see what you're doing. Have that as a resource. You don't have to have this memorized by any means. And what we're gonna do is actually start with the left foot is what we're gonna use. And we're gonna grab our wild orange. To have that here. So we're going to apply wild orange to the bottom of the feet, and you could kind of keep a connection here. You could drop it right on the foot, you could put it in your hand, but just like a drop or two will do you. And we're just going to rub that along the bottoms of his feet, just like this, which feels really good. Confirmation from our client here. And then we're also going to do peppermint. So peppermint. And you could do it on the feet or on your hand. You love wild orange? It's so good. And so these two oils together, wild orange and peppermint, help with homeostasis. So it just helps to kind of bring balance to your autonomic nervous system. Now, if you want, you can use a little bit of fractionated coconut oil. Sometimes that's nice for the bottoms of the feet, especially if they're a little dry or cracked or just need a little bit of support. So we can do some fractionated coconut oil on here too. And you just kind of rub that on until that gets absorbed pretty well with the feet. Now, what we're going to do to start with is the regions. So what that is the feet are in different regions, and we're going to make kind of a zigzag motion across his foot in different regions. So we're going to start up here, and I just kind of go back to back, so we're just kind of pushing with the fingers. Can you guys see that okay? And we're just making little zigzag motions across his foot. And we're going to do this 3 times down here. Little zigzag motions as we're doing the regions of the foot. And I'm probably giving about medium pressure. This isn't light pressure. You're giving a little bit of pressure here. 2, we're going to do 1 more time. Oh, and so yeah, wild orange, it's really energizing. It has a really citrus aroma. It's really great to support you and just kind of revitalize you. Peppermint, you know, we all love peppermint. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So it actually can help, it kind of has some spasmatic properties, can really help to stimulate your nerves. It's really amazing in so many ways. So these two together, again, are really helping with homeostasis. So now we're gonna do the zone walk. So there are 5 zones. Basically, if you're following from the top of the foot down the whole toe. So 5 zones there. So we're gonna walk down the zones. So we're gonna start at the top and just walk down and go all the way down to the big toe, all the way down to the second toe, all the way down to the third toe.
Mary Ann Kirsch said, hope that he isn't too ticklish on the bottom of his feet.
Yeah, Mark isn't. And actually, you would be surprised. This doesn't tickle as much as you think it would when you're giving pretty firm pressure and it's being pretty controlled. Because I actually don't like people to touch my feet too much, and I do fine with this. So, oh yeah, we have a testimonial here. So apparently Allie's the same way. And it's not too bad. It actually feels really good. And it's funny, I did one of these for my brother-in-law, and he kind of said the same thing. He was like, you know, I usually don't like people touching my feet, and I actually didn't mind that. So that was kind of a big deal. So we did 3, we're gonna do 1 more time. Going down with our zone walk. Okay, and now we're gonna do the zone pull. So same zones, but we're going to kind of like in a pulling motion, and you alternate your hands. So right hand, left hand, going down all of the toes. And we do that 3 times. Two, and 1 more. Done. Now we're going to switch to the other foot. So we're going to do the same thing, a little bit of wild orange. You can apply that in your hand. You just apply that to the bottoms of the feet. We're going to add in our peppermint oil. You can put that straight in your hand or just drip it onto the foot itself. Trying to keep a connection with that person as much as possible. And then you can use fractionated coconut oil if you want as well for a nice little foot massage. See guys, got wild orange right on here, but it's laminated, so it's all good. This is why we laminate things. Real life. This doesn't happen on cooking shows where they like spill stuff, and real life. Okay, so now we've applied our wild orange, peppermint, fractionated coconut oil. We're gonna start with our regions again. So going through all of those, about medium pressure, zigzag across the foot. And we're gonna do that again. 3 times. And one more time.
All right, so Lisette Holland.
Dr. Lisa. Hey, Dr. Lisa, thanks for watching.
She said, sorry if I missed the answers to this, but what is the purpose of those pools and what oils are where?
So this is wild orange and peppermint that we're doing. The purpose is to bring homeostasis to the body, and it's actually to apply all the oils to different reflexology points in the body to kind of affect the meridians and the different organ systems with that, which is kind of cool. So it's really cool if you research or look up the reflexology points. We're affecting a lot of different points on the body just with working on the feet, which is pretty awesome. Thanks for watching too. Dr. Lisa is a fellow PT. It's always kind of fun. And a yogi and a soul sister and a goddess. Dr. Lisa has a really cool podcast, so everybody should check that out. Dr. Lisa, I should post a link to your podcast here. So again, we're gonna do the zone walk. So we went down the big toe. We're gonna go down all the toes 3 times. And we're hitting all of those reflexology points. Dr. Lisa, you'll have to get your husband to do this on you. And actually, that's something Mark and I have been doing regularly. We have AromaTouch Technique Fridays, and we've been doing that. Usually one of us will get an AromaTouch on Friday and one of us will get one on Saturday. It's kind of hard, to be honest, guys, to give an AromaTouch to somebody after you've received one because you're so zen. Like, you just want to lay in quiet or go to sleep or chill. So that's how we kind of space it out a little bit and do that. But it is pretty awesome, and I've noticed some huge benefits. So interestingly enough, with my health journey, I had a lot of different things going on, Lyme, high Epstein-Barr virus, SIBO, different things going on in different parts of the body. When I initially started getting AromaTouch techniques, most people will either feel really energized after an AromaTouch or feel like super tired and zen. And for me, I actually got a little bit worse. I actually herxed. So I tell that to anybody, if you're struggling with a really challenging health condition, you may need to kind of take a detox bath, really push fluids after you do this, because it's funny, we don't notice the power of the oils, but if you're really sensitive to things like that, like I was, especially with really struggling with Lyme and things, I actually felt like I had the flu for 3 days after I would get one of these. And it was my Lyme literate medical doctor who told me, you'll know when your body's doing better. She said, do one once a week and you'll know when your body's doing better because you won't have that response. And now, a year later, I can do one and I do not have that response. So just know you may need to go slow, you may need to dilute, you may need to adjust a little bit depending on where you are with your health. So we just did all the zone walks, and now we're gonna do the zone pulls on the right foot. So 1, 2, 3. Again, we're alternating hands. 1, 2, 3. Going down each zone, which is each toe. And we'll do the last one. Okay, and that's it on the feet. So now what we're gonna do is cover Mark's feet back up, and we're actually going to take these 2 oils and go back to his back, and we're gonna apply the wild orange and peppermint to his back. So I'm gonna cover up his little feet and grab our oils, and we will slide over there. Again, as best you can, you wanna try to kind of maintain contact, so I try to kind of just put a hand on his leg or on his back to let him know that I'm there. And let's see here if there's a place where I can set these. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna pull this back down. Kind of tuck that in there, put a hand on his back so that that is there. And then you're gonna layer the wild orange and the peppermint together. So I'm gonna put some wild orange down, and then we'll do the peppermint. And you can actually Google, there are classes where in order to get certified with an AromaTouch technique, you actually have to have an instructor that has been certified by Dr. Hill. So you can look that up in your area, go to the class. You have to do 3 AromaTouch techniques, and then you can get the certification. So again, we have wild orange and peppermint. We're just gonna apply that on. Do this about 2 or 3 times to just spread the oil out. And then we're gonna do our alternating hand slides. Again, very light pressure. Peppermint is very cooling, so if this gets too intense for people, dilute, use your fractionated coconut oil. Make sure you talk to your person, let them know. Very light touch. I'm gonna keep my hand here to maintain contact and go to the other side. Same thing on this side. Very light touch. All the way up the head. And you really can go from the base of the sacrum all the way up. We're keeping this family friendly for you tonight, but you could go down a little bit lower if you wanted to. So 3 times there. Now, this is where things are a little bit different. So we're actually going to, you'll notice in your handout I drew little arrows to flip-flop that. So it is flip-flopped a little bit. It's a little bit different on this handout. I apologize for that, but you're gonna make the triangle with your hands again. Have that kind of over the heart area. Do 3 clockwise motions. Again, very light touch. 1, 2, 3. Similar to what we did in the beginning, we're going to go down to the base of the sacrum. So my hand's actually up here, but it's kind of down under the blanket, base of the skull. And you're going to make that connection with them, and you actually kind of wait till you feel the bottom of your hand heat up just a little bit. Again, it's one of those freaky things, but it's very, very cool when you're doing it. You will feel that happen. And then because peppermint is so cold, guys, we're gonna want to cover up your person, okay? Because that is a really cold oil, and again, if it's too intense for them, get your fractionated coconut oil out, but just kind of have that there. Again, we're gonna want to maintain a connection, let them know where you are. We're gonna move back down to the bottom and get his feet out. And then now we're gonna do the lymphatic rock. So you're actually gonna grab with your hands up under the front of his ankle, so kind of like over where the talus is a little bit. So right here, kind of making it's like a U shape with my hand. Let's see if you guys can see that. And it makes it a little bit easier if you do have a little bolster or something. This came with the massage table, but you're gonna kind of come up right here, just like this. And we're going to very gently, it's not real aggressive, but just a little shake like this. Just back and forth. It's not super crazy. And we're gonna do this for about 20 seconds. And you're gonna do this 3 times. So again, very nicely, but if you guys can see this, his whole body is moving. It's very gentle, but his whole body is moving with that. So about 15, 20 seconds. And really a lot of this, like my forearms aren't moving, my biceps moving a little bit. And then, yeah, it is all in the wrist. And then we're gonna relax, so about 15, 20 seconds. And then we're going to do it again. Yeah, it's a nice little wrist exercise. And this is just gentle lymphatic movement, support that lymphatic system. We were kind of told that this is what helps the body to kind of wake up a little bit after you had an AromaTouch. Because we just did all of those awesome oils for stress management, immune support, inflammatory support, and then homeostasis to really help to balance our autonomic and parasympathetic nervous systems.
Robin commented and said you can gently push too instead of pulling if that's more comfortable.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thanks for that tip, Robin. We were actually kind of taught to pull, but that's a good thing to know. Either way, whichever works best for you. Okay, so that's 3 times. So then we will just kind of cover him up here. You know, I have seen where people put like a hot, wet washcloth and kind of wring it out and put it on the back, and that helps to kind of push the oils through more. So that's optional. Usually your person will want to chill, so I'll just kind of leave the fun spa music on and just let them chill for about 10 minutes. And that could be another thing to do too as well. So lots of options and things, but that's how you do an AromaTouch technique, which is really cool. Pretty simple there. And a couple things that I wanted to talk to you guys about as well, to just kind of mention. So super easy, try this. I really encourage you to try it out with your family, with your spouse. Be proactive with your oils, not just reactive. This would be a great thing to do if you were feeling under the weather or like something was kind of happening with that, but also if you're just feeling stressed out or doing this as a regular thing to just kind of have on hand. Now, one of the things that I forgot to bring, maybe somebody could bring me my card and the little roller that's over there because I totally forgot it. But there's a couple options of what we can do with this as well. Oh, thank you so much, Allie. She's my perfect Vanna White here. Oh, thank you, thank you. So one of the things that you can do, because I was having a big reaction to the AromaTouch when I first started, like I said, it actually made me feel like I had the flu. So essentially herxing. And to me, that was a die-off reaction because I had a lot of stuff going on in my body and I could feel the power of the oils. So a way to gently expose yourself to that. And it's also important to remember, if you're giving the AromaTouch technique, you're absorbing all of those oils through your hands too. So I would recommend, like I could only do about 3 a day. And I need to space them out quite a bit because that's a lot of oils that are going onto your hands as well. So you're getting the benefit, the person who is receiving it is getting the benefit. But I was getting really kind of sick initially. It was kind of a good reaction, but you know, a lot of people feel great or tired, and I was like, oh my goodness. So what I did was I took all of the oils, all of the 8 oils that we used. So our Balance, Lavender, Melaleuca, On Guard, AromaTouch, Deep Blue, Wild Orange, and Peppermint. I did 5 drops of each and I made a roller. So these are with the Root and Petal rollers. I love Becky at the Root and Petal. These are really amazing rollers. And that's what I did. I actually applied it to the bottoms of my feet and along my spine. And I did that nightly because it was exposing my body to the oils in a more diluted form. And it helped, I think, my body to really respond nicely and then transition into this technique. So I just wanted to show that if anybody was dealing with challenges. You know, we just had our essential oils to support Lyme disease class last month. So if any of you guys are dealing with that, this could be a great place to start to just kind of introduce that and have that on hand, which could be really, really helpful. So just notice if you're having any reactions with that or anything there. If you are new to essential oils, I would love to support you. And stay tuned, guys, because we have the giveaway and I'm going to tell you all of the things to enter the giveaway in just a bit. But if you're new to essential oils, I would love to support you. I would love to be your essential oil person. Mentoring and support is so important. So we do monthly virtual classes here in this group. I do welcome calls with new oilers over Zoom. We have a virtual global team of oilers. We do overview calls. We really just teach you, provide you with tools and things when you get your oils so that you feel really comfortable using them, because the support is huge. You can get oils from a lot of different places. I wouldn't recommend it because they're probably adulterated and diluted and yucky. But the support and feeling empowered is so important. And I don't think people realize that when they get started with somebody with doTERRA, you're kind of marrying them. It's a big deal. And it's really challenging to switch. And I get emails and text messages all day long from people that are not getting support from the person that got them started. So please reach out to me if that's the case. I would love to help you with that. We are really passionate and have a private Facebook team that we do constant Facebook Lives and education and videos so much. Andrew does A to Z videos going through all of the oils. I do stuff. We have a great team with tons of leaders and things to help. So I would really, really love to be that person if you don't have a support person or an oils person in your life. We're really passionate about educating people and empowering them. Now, this is really exciting. There's actually, if you're new to oils and you don't have the oils, there is what's called an AromaTouch Diffuse Starter Kit. So what that looks like is it actually has all 8 of the oils, and I have 7 here, I'm missing one, but all 8 of the oils, I wonder if you guys can see that. Okay, it's the little 5 ml oils. So these are 5 milliliter bottles, and there's about 85 drops, 80 to 85 drops, depending on the viscosity of the oil in these. So this is a great place to get started. It actually comes with your fractionated coconut oil. Now I take my coconut oil from doTERRA, and I actually get this really cool pump bottle from shareoils.com, but you have your oil to dilute, and it also comes with a petal diffuser, which is awesome. So you can diffuse your essential oils and get that aroma the aromatherapy benefits from that, which is really, really great. So that's an awesome place to start. You can have all of the oils and start using them. There's so many benefits, as we talked about, for pain, for inflammation, for stress. It really is a great, great place to get started with your oils. The really cool, exciting thing about this month, so if you've been waiting on the fence to kind of join us in our essential oils, this is the time to get started, because if you get started with any of the different starter kits, like the AromaTouch Diffused Kit, you can actually get the Lifelong Vitality Pack for free. I love this, guys. These are the vitamins that my husband and I both take. They are gluten and dairy free. They're free of folic acid and cyanocobalamin. So I want you to go home, get the multivitamins, get the supplements that you're taking, look that up and see if it has folic acid. Folic acid is a synthetic. It's highly inflammatory. Google it. Google folate versus folic acid. You will be shocked. Cyanocobalamin is a derivative of cyanide. Yuck, we do not need this in our lives. You actually want the methylated form of B vitamins and B12. So this is really, really a great deal. It's $106 retail value. I wish they had this special going when I got started with doTERRA almost 3 years ago. So this is just for the month of August. Reach out to me. I would love to be able to help and support you with that, which is really, really cool. And then let's talk giveaway. So a huge thank you to AromaTools for helping us with this. Thank you, AromaTools. They donated so much good stuff to us for our classes, and it's always different each time. This is really cool. So we have a blend comparison sheet that actually pulls out into a bookmark, which is perfect. They gave you lots of coupons to snag some really cool stuff. So aromatools.com has amazing things. I love them. It's where I get my little sample drams, my travel cases. They actually have a little belt that you can wear to put your oils in when you do an AromaTouch. It's so cool, guys, so that you're not having to hold it. You just holster your essential oils in. It's super cool. So you can get that from AromaTools. You can actually go to their website and just in the search bar type AromaTouch, and you can see that there's a bunch of really cool things there. They had a cool little case thing. It was like a little stand that you could put all 8 of your oils and a place to put your fractionated coconut oil, so you could just like spin it around and know exactly where you are. Like, cool stuff, guys. So check them out. I love them. So they gave us coupons. They gave us a great thing that has all of their stuff upcoming for convention. If you guys are going to convention, let me know, guys. I will see you in Salt Lake City in September. I'm so excited. Reach out to me. It's going to be really, really fun. But there's a fun recipe here, a pen. I love these little recipe cards. They're so great, really handy. Little pad to take notes, a keychain. Oh my gosh, guys, we all love having keychains to take your essential oils with you on the go. Some really cool measuring spoons. So if you're gonna cook with your essential oils or have that, if you have those on hand, I'm throwing in a spearmint lip balm as well. So to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is comment on just a learning comment. What did you learn from this class? What did you find that was helpful to have there? And it's just for the people that attended live, which is really cool. I want to reward you guys for taking time out of your busy night to be here and be part of this class. So just comment below. We'll leave it open for about like 5 minutes after we turn off, and then we'll close it, and then we'll announce the giveaway later this evening, but it's really exciting. This is for US only, so I'm so sorry for my Canada and UK friends. This is going to be for the US, but very exciting. So again, a huge thank you to AromaTools for setting this all up for us. I'm super excited. Unless you guys have any other questions, I'm going to jump off, let you guys get back to your evening. The class will be up here in our private Facebook group for 4 weeks. So you can watch it, rewatch it, take notes as you need to kind of have that. Make sure that you watch the class as many times as you want and download the handout before then, because after 4 weeks it goes goodbye. It will be up in my private Facebook group for all of my oilers. You guys will have access to this forever. It's just part of the education and services that we provide with all of that. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys at convention. I'm so excited. For September, for the month of September, I'm actually going to do a recap. Our class will be all about what I learned. I'm blessed and I'm so excited. I'm going to be going to the medical symposium. It's just for licensed healthcare professionals. This is the first year that they are doing a medical symposium for healthcare professionals on the essential oils, which is really great. So I can't wait to learn all this great information, and then just also tell you what's going on with convention. So there's going to be new products released. It's going to be a really amazing time. I'm so excited. So September's class will be a recap of all of that exciting stuff. But unless you guys have any other questions, I'm gonna jump off, let you go back for your evening. A big hand, let's give lots of likes and hearts to Andrew and Allie and my husband Mark for helping me with this class. We could not do this alone. It takes a village to bring this to you, and I definitely needed help for this, but I had so many requests for this, so I hope you guys enjoyed the class. I hope you try the AromaTouch technique. If you do, comment in the group, let me know if you found it helpful and if it was helpful and what to do. So is Andrew getting lots of love? Oh, yay! Give Andrew lots of love. He's amazing, guys. So we could not do this without him. Fantastic. I mean, he just worked a full-time job. Well, all of these people did. They work their full-time jobs, they come here. There's a whole behind the scenes craziness that you guys don't even see, an hour to set up and make it so that it's looking really great and streamlined for you guys. So we are so grateful for you. We are so grateful that you're here in this group. Thank you for joining us on this essential oil journey. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and post your learning comments below. Or give Andrew and everybody some love. You'll be entered into the drawing, and we will catch you next month for our essential oil class then. So take care, guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye.